It is the Stone of Resurrection, the Cloak of Invisibility, and what is it, the Elder Wand or whatever? I think those are the 3 Deathly Hollows. And I believe that this one is a reference to the Invisibility Cloak, but I'm not 100% sure.
For now, I need to get out of here.
They're gone.
Where could Neve be?
Yeah, it's a story about death. Wizard fairy tales.
I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Do you know? Okay. So far, the stealth is going quite well, guys. I mean, I don't want to start cheering too early, but
I need to find a way past them.
I'm assuming this is supposed to be like the Deathly Hollow story, yeah. Oh no. Oh, this guy also turns around. I didn't realize that. Hello, Mr. Death. How are you doing today?
This way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Well, that's convenient.
Close. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Got a Wiggleweld potion. That's a healing pot. They don't seem to be coming in here, so that's good.
Revelio.
Oh. Revelio now has a little rainbow to it. Not bad. Are there ghost ladies? I don't think so. Just creepy guys.
Now's my chance.
Excuse me, Mr. Death. Could I have a word? What's going on, Elite?
That's
Welcome.
the way forward.
The mysterious cloak. Yeah, so this is the invisibility cloak.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
I thought the invisibility cloak was supposed to be huge. Not just a tiny little... Okay, this is an invisibility cape. Oh, okay. Hey guys.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Smart. Hey, what's going on, Elite? You just learned about my YouTube channel 2 weeks ago? Nice. Thank you for tuning in.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
That was excellent. That was really cool. Oh.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
And thank you, Ninja Yodin, as well. Oh, shit.
Do not squander its extraordinary power.
We just get the Elder Wand? Okay. Akimbo once, here we go. Death Stick. That's a good name for a wand.
I've never felt such power.
It was actually an LSD potion. Yeah, man, I don't know what kind of herbs or mushrooms the professor used to brew that potion from earlier, but so this is considered to be the strongest wand.
Depulsor.
Well, it's strong, but not that strong, apparently.
Bombarder.
Oh, that's trippy. Okay, I only have 4 spells. I only have these 4 spells over here. Apparently, Bombardo is what I needed. Bombardo. Skill issue. Yo, Toxic, Mr. One Penguin, banned, please. Right away. Bombardo. Ooh, got another potion. I don't need potions. Motless says, no, it was a joke. Don't actually ban him. This Motless guy, man. He has no chill. Oh my god, what? Oh, I have a timer on the battle. Yo, I dealt so much damage? What? I dealt so much damage. That is insane. Okay, yeah, I need this one, dude. I understand why Voldemort wanted it so bad. This thing's insane. Hello.
Bombarder.
Dead.
Depulsor. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Descender. Depulsor. Descender. Bombarder. Defender.
Bomb.
Bombarder. Depulsor.
Yo, this one is nuts. This is my first playthrough, yes. I'm just a little slow. Compared to everybody else on Twitch. No, I was a bit late. Like, this game was like a week old when I first got started with it. Ow. I feel like we are getting relatively close to wrapping it all up, but maybe not, I don't know. Whew, there we go. There is apparently a, yeah, there is a Vada Kedavra in the game, but I have not yet unlocked it. Aiming to get that one tomorrow, I think. Bombardo. Oh. Bombardo. Oh. I just looted 3 health potions and then I walked into this room right over here. I've played enough video games. Has to be a boss room. Hello. Sir, do you have a health bar? Sir.
Descender. Depulsor. Bombarder. Defender.
Death Stroll. Ow.
Descender. Bombarder.
Ow, jeez. Ay, ay, ay. That actually really hurt.
Depulsor. Descender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Stupefy. Depulsor. Bombarder. Stupefy. Descender.
Okay, gotta be careful. This fight actually, when it's black and white, is... Cool. The fighting in general, when it's black and white, is actually kind of different. Okay, that icon was still the color you'd expect it to be, though. The red one.
Defender, Bombarder, Depulsor.
Probably should be using this on the troll guy instead.
Descendo, Defender, Protego. Depulsor, Descendo, Bombarder, Defender.
Look at Death hanging around there in the back. I need the Stone of Resurrection, Death. I don't want to get greedy or anything, but... Oh shit, I thought I rolled out of way to that one. I don't think I could use Ancient Magics right there on the troll. Oh, what? There's more? Ow! Ooh. Ow. All those healing potions I saved up, man. Using consumables in an RPG? Are you insane? That's not why we have them. We're supposed to save them up. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I needed to use another one there, that's for sure. Okay. Hello. Two.
Depulsor, Descendo, Defender, Protego, Stupid, Bombarder, Depulsor, Descendo.
Am I supposed to go over there? Or should I still kill everybody? No, I don't seem to be able to... Oh yeah, I do have the plants. No, the tool wheel is currently unavailable. The only time I ever tried to use my consumables other than my healing pots, they're unavailable.
Descendo. Defender.
This fight is actually kind of tricky, man.
Bombarder. Depulsor. Descendo. Depulsor. Descendo. Depulsor. Bombarder. Depulsor. Descendo.
Might have to do a little bit of potion brewing after this.
Bombarder. Descendo. Depulsor. Descendo. Defender. Bombarder. Protego. Depulsor.
There we go.
Bombarder. Depulsor. Descendo. Defender.
Dude, the floatiness on that guy is insane.
Bombarder. Defender. Depulsor.
Should really be using the shield, I guess.
Bombarder. Descendo. Depulsor. Descendo. Defender. Bombarder.
Okay.
Depulsor.
Ow. Did I kill the other one? I think I killed one of the two trolls just now, right? Yeah, must have.
Defender. Depulsor. Descendo. Bombarder. Defender. Depulsor. Descendo. Bombarder. Protego. Stupid one. Defender.
Yeah, my fourth ability does amazingly well against these guys.
Depulsor. Descendo.
Ooh.
Depulsor. Descendo.
Death, are you done? Woo. Death had no chill there. Yo, have a good one, Violini. Take care. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.
Revelio.
Death was just chilling in the background, man. Imagine if you would have just summoned in all those enemies right at the very start, rather than doing multiple waves.
A simple
There's
stone.
the stone. Yep.
This must be for me.
So I've got all 3 of the Deathly Hollows. Man, took Harry Potter his sweet time.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I am now the master
Oh, poor Neve.
of death.
We won't be the same without her.
Death. What's up, dude? Why does it look like this? We are inside of a trial that we started in the headmaster's office. Either that or my character is high, because we did drink a potion recently.
You found me,
There she
but you
is.
cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
I don't know, man. The professor brewed a potion for me. I don't know what's in it.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Well said.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
This is her memory now. Let's have a look. We've had this memory of the other keepers already. The statue's gonna cry, because that's what statues like to do. Right into the pool. Then we dip our face into it. Ooh, we didn't have to dip our face? Ah, yes. Nah, we do dip our face. I was gonna say.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
So she took away
haven't
the
stopped.
bad memories of her dad.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
She took his
think
pain.
we
Sorry,
can
what did I
harness
say?
it.
Did I say memories?
Power like
No, sorry,
this
that's
is
not what I
not
meant.
to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw
it can...
what I did for my father.
She took away his pain.
Yeah,
That's it.
imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
Yo!
What are you doing?
Yo!
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
We need to get rid of her, man. Right away. I told you she was evil the first time she was on the screen. Within like 5 seconds. She's like, holy crap, this is actually kind of, you know, no pain at all. Like nothing. Whew. Doesn't sound so bad, to be honest. I kind of get it, man. Whew. Okay, here we go. Speak to the newly arrived keeper. You know what? I think this is a good moment to wrap things up for today. We've seen the 3 keepers. The final one is gonna show up. And I guess it's the lady that we just saw, right? But should be interesting. Guys, here's the goal for today. Okay, I'm gonna be playing this game for about 2.5 hours, and then later I'm gonna be doing the Patreon arcade night. But the goal for today, if it's possible, I don't know if it is, but the goal for today is to learn Avada Kedavra. I think it's about time we learn the most unforgivable of unforgivable curses. I think that's what we want to do. Did I get booted out of my chamber? Hello. I was supposed to talk to the keeper. This is where I saved the game. Anyways, I just did the quest with her. So we learned the first unforgivable curse, Crucio, after doing his quest. Then we learned the second one, Imperio, after his quest. You starting to see a theme? Like, yeah.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
Oh, that's not
It
who I
is,
expected.
And I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
It was fascinating.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power.
What's up, Kos?
And that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
You guys don't like my
It
outfit?
seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is.
You're just jealous.
I heard what you
It's
told
called
Professor
fashion, chat.
Bakar.
Look it up.
Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names. The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Alright, here we go. What's going on, Bob? Welcome. No idea what abbreviation you just used in your very first chat message, but welcome to the live stream. The abbreviation is WSP, question mark. WSP, question mark.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish
What's
what we
up?
started with the triptych.
Oh.
Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
I see. Boomer confirmed. Back in my day, we used to ask, how do you do, fine gentlemen?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
But no longer. I see. WSP is what we run with. No, welcome, Bob. Good to see you. I just got a new quest with Sebastian. Sebastian, he's been giving us excuses, it seems, primarily, to learn all of the unforgivable curses. Yeah. Why does the wall talk? Dude thinks the wall is talking, guys. He's completely losing it. Okay, I gotta do all of the quests with Sebastian. I will probably get distracted though, but I want to try and see if I can get the unforgivable curse today. That'd be fun. So I've received an owl from Sebastian. It seems despite our earlier disagreement, he would like to resume our search for the final piece. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. Ah, here we are back at Hogwarts, man. Meet Sebastian along the coast. Do we fly there or do we fast travel? I think I'm gonna go outside by myself. Maybe I'll fast travel. I don't really like fast travel though. Yo, have a good one, Kren. Ooh, hello. Hey, Krenlar, good night. Take care. Gotta work on my reaction time here. When it crosses over, I gotta smash. Oh, smashed. I like this game a lot, yes. I think it's excellent so far. But that's also because I do really like the Harry Potter books and, you know, the world in general. I think if you don't really enjoy the world of Harry Potter very much, you'll probably not enjoy this game much either. Like if you haven't, if you've never read the books, I can imagine this is probably not gonna hold your interest for that long.
How can you not be absolutely fascinated with the stars?
I think with these we have to do that. Burn it. If you don't care about Harry Potter, this is a copy-paste AAA open world game. Yeah. But if you're like one of those nerds that enjoys reading books, ugh, then you'll probably enjoy this quite a bit. Imagine reading books. Kind of cringe. You only read one of the books? Ooh, I'm a little jealous. No, so we do have some ancestors to some characters in the game. Like there are some names that you'll recognize, like Weasley and Black, and apparently one of the characters is the ancestor of Voldemort. But for the most part, it takes place 100 years before, you know, the actual storyline of Harry Potter. Have I read any good books lately? I've been reading this series called The Lord of the Rings. It's about a guy with hairy feet who really likes eating food, who then has to go on a quest, on an epic adventure. And it turns out it's a really long series. Never heard of it? Yeah, it's pretty good, man. It's just really kind of slow sometimes, and I've kind of lost track of it. I'm now reading, I mean, I don't read that much. I really enjoy reading, but as soon as I start reading, I fall asleep. J.K. Rowling dislikes this game. Does she really? Well, that's convenient, because I also dislike J.K. Rowling. I gotta go all the way back down there. Okay, I did get one of the fast travel points. I'm pretty good at falling asleep, apparently. Yeah. I've got this new fitness tracker thing that also tracks how fast you fall asleep. And apparently, on average, I fall asleep within about 7 minutes. Which, from what I understand, is an absurd stat. Takes apparently about 7 minutes for me to fall asleep. I don't know. Apparently that's really fast, yeah. Sub 10 minutes is good. J.K. Rowling should have taken her money and fame and just fucked off to some peaceful estate. Isn't that what she did? She just occasionally tweets. I think that's the majority of it, right? Doesn't she just live somewhere in the middle of nowhere? I don't really know exactly what she does, man, but yeah, she's got so much money at some point, you know, not much else to do than post dumb shit on Twitter, I guess. Scotland has internet? I believe so. I've been to Scotland a bunch of times. Last time I was there, which is probably like 7 years ago, it did have internet. But I don't know, man.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
I've also been reading Brandon Sanderson's latest book, which is one of his secret projects. Apparently this man wrote like 7 books during COVID. And it's Tress of the Emerald Sea, I think is what it's called. Tress of the Emerald Sea is pretty sweet.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Wizard mannequins. I think I do learn the last curse when I do Sebastian's quest, yes. His latest book is a bit of a moving target. Yeah, dude.
Of your time.
If you don't read that much, Brandon Sanderson literally, like, he releases books faster than you can read them. Like, if you're a very casual reader, that guy releases stuff so fast, it's insane. And it's all quality as well. Which is kind of cool.
Mine now, Demi guys.
He literally releases books faster than StarCraft 2 gets patches. I don't like that statistic, Bunny Warren, because it hurts my feelings, but you're definitely right.
May I have a moment of your time?
No. Never. He should finish A Song of Ice and Fire. We don't talk about A Song of Ice and Fire, okay? He's the modern Stephen King. I mean, Stephen King managed to write a lot of books because he was using all kinds of stuff, right?
What are you up to?
I don't know if that's what Brandon does. I don't know, man. That would kind of suck, but what's up, Tinyo? Do you think he has books pre-written? So Brandon Sanderson in particular, he has got a YouTube channel. Brandon Sanderson Secret Project. Oh man, he's got this like announcement video where he brings up the fact that he has been writing books during COVID that he hasn't told anyone about. Hey, thank you, Tyne. Or Thort, rather. Gifting a sub to Tyne. Anyways. He actually releases videos, like, look at this. There's weekly updates on exactly what he's doing, which is pretty amazing. He doesn't need to do any of this. Oh, here we go. It's time to come clean.
Years.
This is actually insane, man.
I have been lying to you, and it is time for me to admit the truth. I know that what I'm about to say will disappoint some of you. Others will undoubtedly take joy in my forced admission here. But either way, I can no longer live with this secret. The last few years have been hard for many of us. These are strange times. In particular...
So this, for those of you unfamiliar, he's probably the most popular fantasy author. in current times. Like, there's other names, like, for example, George R.R. Martin, right, from The Song of Ice and Fire, like, from the Game of Thrones series. But, yeah, this guy actually writes books. Which, yeah,
last year
it's a little
increased pressure on me in difficult ways, emotionally and mentally, to the point that I could no longer continue working on my series and books as I always had before. As this pressure mounted, something had to give. I thought I could handle it like I always had before, but that proved optimistic. And so, the time has come for me to admit the truth. I've been lying to you. Over the last 2 years, I've acted with extreme irresponsibility. Because I accidentally wrote an extra novel, in secret. I apologize. I couldn't help myself. We all respond to pressure in different ways. I, it might be said, responded characteristically. So how did this irresponsible event occur? Well, to explain that, I'm going to need to go into professor mode. You see, 2019 was one of those years where I overscheduled myself. What I told you earlier was true. Over these last years, 2019 in particular, I really was beginning to feel overwhelmed by everything I had to do. However, it wasn't the stories doing this, it was all the non-writing work,
Switching jackets.
particularly the traveling. That is what is truly exhausting. You see, I keep notes on what I do day by day, and I've outlined for you my 2019.
So this guy is basically like, what if an accountant could also be a really good writer? And I'm sure there are accountants out there that do a lot of writing, but this guy is very detailed, okay? He's spreadsheets. I think he's got spreadsheets on his computer with everything he does.
The largest block is writing time. And I also do make sure to keep a good, healthy amount of work-life balance and time for my family. These other non-writing days are essential, as they are the days I do interviews, I write introductions, and answer work emails. This section in red, that's the one that's really glaring. I was on the road a third of my year, 4 months spent traveling, mostly going to conventions. Now, I love seeing the world, which is why it's so difficult to say no when people ask if I want to visit. But when you look at it this way, with a third of my time spent on the road, you can see maybe why I felt so overwhelmed. I had dreams, plans, ideas, and I couldn't write them because I was touring so much.
Yeah, he's enjoying his job. What a loser.
This was too much. I knew it was too much, but I was trapped in this cycle where I'd say no to traveling, then read the requests from fans and feel guilty that I wasn't going to see them. And I really do enjoy seeing the world. At least I did, before I started to get overwhelmed. Eventually, it started to feel like a chore. Then, 2020 hit, and the whole world changed. Suddenly, I couldn't travel, not even alone.
This video is longer than I remember, sorry.
I'd been planning to scale back, but scaling back in this context meant traveling 80 or 90 days instead of over 100. Fewer days, yes, but not by a significant margin. Except with the pandemic, that need to travel, indeed the option to travel, went away. Suddenly, I had time again. This is the result. I started writing it as a gift for my wife, telling only her, letting her read the pages as I wrote them. The experience of writing a book in secret reminded me of the early days of my career, before I published, when I could write whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted.
No, he's great.
The process rejuvenated me, which is important.
So that's the book I was just talking about. That is Tress of the Emerald Sea, which is a book that just came out like last month.
Like a lot of you, I was feeling stressed from 2020. When I finished this, I presented it to my wife as a gift, her own secret book. She read it and told me, you need to share this. So after 2 years of keeping it just to her and me, I'm telling you, that's my big secret. Well, maybe not the entire secret. You see, the pandemic wasn't over. And writing that secret novel had been a ton of fun. So let's just say that one thing led to another, and a second secret novel materialized in early 2021. Longtime followers of this channel might remember me talking about
He's a
one
gigantic
regret
troll,
I began
man.
to have as I grew older. When I was younger, any new, fresh idea that came to me could end up becoming a novel. But the more I write, the more I lock myself into series, which is great. I love my big series. I'm working on Stormlight now, which is exciting as ever. I want my legacy to be the massive, interconnected universe that is the Cosmere. At the same time, I always saw myself doing standalone novels now and then, exploring the reaches of the Cosmere or other strange worlds. For a while, I managed to do this with novellas. But in recent years, with travel demands, I hadn't even been able to do those. I can sometimes write when traveling, but the more of it I do, the more exhausted I get, which makes it tougher and tougher to be productive.
Stormlight's
You compare this average of the last 2 years to 2019, you can see a lot has changed. I did still travel, and I've also had more non-writing work days on average. This is mostly the time I've invested into YouTube and into our Dragonsteel convention, things my team and I see as replacements for me visiting you all in person. Even with this, the significant drop in travel time is added to both my writing time and my family time. If you leave me alone too long, I will start telling stories. It's a mathematical constant, as irrevocable as pi. And what would you expect to happen?
Pi?
The best part was, nobody expected me to do anything with this time. No editors were scheduling books because of it. No fans were wondering what I was doing with it. Because for most of my professional career, I'd been traveling 80 to 90 and sometimes 120 days a year. Suddenly, I had time for all those other ideas. The ones that weren't planned as big core series. The ones that I always wanted to be the spice of my career. I've always loved the idea of surprising you all now and then with some random Brandon Sanderson novel. I wanted my fans to consistently have the opportunity to get lost.
Where did that second board come from? That wasn't there earlier, was it?
In something completely new, something surprising, different from what you'd seen from me before. This is the mindset that created the Emperor's Solar Warbreaker. This extra writing time has become very precious to me. Before 2020, I'd begun to let all of these ideas just wither away as there wasn't time for them. I'd begun to think that, as much as I loved the big series, they would consume the rest of my life. So, call this the silver lining of 2020. Life has been tough lately, but it has also restored to me something very precious. And I might have gone a little overboard because I've written 5 extra novels in the last 2 years. Look, I know. Don't roll your eyes at me. You deal with isolation and quarantine in your way. I'll deal with it in mine.
So this guy's a professional writer and during COVID wrote 5 additional books. No. This is on top of the books he regularly wrote.
We all handle stress differently, okay? 4 of these are full-length novels of adult-oriented science fiction or fantasy. One is a middle grade story, written as a gift to my children, which I'll probably make as a graphic novel. We'll put that one aside for now as I don't yet know how I'm going to present it to you. But that leaves us with 4 full-length novels. I wrote 3 of these as gifts for Emily, and 1 purely for myself. 3 are in the Cosmere, 1 is simply completely different. I kept all 5 of these secret from my team until late last year.
Yeah, so the rest of this video, I believe, is him mentioning the Kickstarter. And they broke the Kickstarter record for, like, most money ever raised to publish books. I think overall it was, like, the most published, whatever. Like, it was, like, the most funded, I guess is what you want to call it. The most funded Kickstarter ever. He did 9 novels in 2020 and 2021. That's mental, dude. That's actually insane. It must suck to love your job and be good at it. Yeah, so in recent videos he mentioned he's doing a lot more television-related things. The most Kickstarter. Let's go with that, yeah. So he's doing a lot more television-related stuff. But, yeah. I guess that's inevitable, right? At some point, they're like, hey, we want to give you a lot of money if we can make a movie out of your stuff. And you're like, please, don't make it bad. And then you realize, okay, the only way to make sure it doesn't get bad is by being part of it myself. Otherwise, you get the Dark Tower. Which I guess, you know, still made money, but... he uses ChatGPT. Writing 1 is a bucket list item for practically half the population, right? Yeah. Writing 9 in 2 years.
About this coast.
What's going on, Sebastian? Sebastian, do you mind if we, like, chill here for a moment and wait until daytime?
Lowko.
What's going on, Victor? Thank you very much. Stormlight Archive is so good, man. Highly do recommend Stormlight Archive, yes. I have written 0 books. 0. Pathetic, I know. Did time even pass? Is it morning right now? Dusk or dawn? I can't tell. Anyways, let's go talk to Sebastian.
I received your owl. Thank you.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't know. I did see another memory. This time, it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
I didn't read the Wheel of
It doesn't
Time,
work
no.
like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
Sebastian, you're a bit of a dick, man.
I do care about Anne, but I'm tired of explaining myself. Perhaps we should part ways.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
We're just not
What's
getting
up, honey,
answers.
Or Melody?
I need answers. For Anne.
I know. Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
Am I in a relationship with Sebastian? He
Let's
wishes.
go, quickly, before we're spotted.
No.
Keep a close eye out. I saw some.
We are just friends for the story, okay? We were kind of nice when we first got started, but
This mountain used to safeguard local hamlet valuables, but it's been abandoned ever since Ranrock took hold of the coast.
it's a toxic relationship for sure. That was just to set the tone in this battle. Hello. Crucio. I need Avada Kedavra, man. Once I learn Avada Kedavra, we no longer need Sebastian in our lives.
I will make you pay. Your acrobatic.
Petrificus totalis.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Okay. Wait, we gotta travel up that way. I see. Hey, Kyoyu, thank you so much. 3 years.
Kestrel's overhead. Some consider them a bad omen.
Not everyone does.
I appreciate that.
I know that.
All right.
I'm making small talk. I'm not gonna trek up this mountain in
Lumos.
silence.
I found a little hidden cave. I need to go in here for loot, for obvious reasons.
Accio.
What are we doing? Is this a puzzle again? I never know if there's any sort of logic behind these, or if I'm supposed to brute force them. Because I'm happy to brute force, don't get me wrong, but...
Accio. Revelio.
Ah!
Accio.
I mean, I would have brute forced it eventually. I didn't know how to do that when I thought about it for 3 seconds longer.
Revelio.
But 3 seconds is a long time. That's what she said. Still stinks. Revelio. Basically, Revelio, all the things. Oh, this is a no-fly zone over here, I think. That's what that little shimmer was.
Lumos.
We were already almost there, Salty Bread. I mean, I'd almost covered the first 3, and then the final one was pretty easy.
Confringo!
Burn! I don't think I'm gonna do another one of those Merlin ones.
I'm sorry we can both see Thestrals.
It's certainly not something I'd hoped we'd have in common.
I don't think I really want to be catching these Pokemon. No, I'm good.
Kill any who trespass.
What's going on, Slightly Drunk
Wait,
Gaming?
We should
How are
have
you
some
doing
sort
today?
of plan.
I'm through planning.
Are you slightly drunk? Are you living up to your Twitch name?
Sad. Really, it is not your best month.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Only slightly? Only slightly. That's good, that's good.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Levioso! Descendo!
Why don't you come up here and...
Expelliarmus!
Let's get this. Oh, that was meant for me.
Expelliarmus!
Easily done.
Levioso! Protego! Descendo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Well...
Yeah, I do like reading. I don't really read as much as I probably should. You know, the thing about reading is that it takes away from the amount of time you can play RuneScape.
Expelliarmus!
And you know, what's more important, Chet? You gotta set your priorities, okay? I might have a couple of unspent talent points in this game, yeah. Wait, no, RuneScape was the answer, guys. Huh?
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Levioso! Protego!
It's actually a long-range fight over here.
Expelliarmus!
They got what they deserved.